opening prayer.
May we always remember that we are in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, we praise you, we glorify you, and worship you. We thank you for blessing us with this wonderful day that you have created for us. Almighty Father, we ask that you guide all players so they may practice camaraderie, sportsmanship, and kindness. May they have humble hearts even through defeat or victory. May they use their gifts and skills for good and to inspire others. May they glorify your name in everything they do. Protect them from injury, from harm, and from disagreements. Lord Jesus, we also ask that you protect and guide all coaches, staff, family members, and supporters of Junior MPBL. May they be reminded that they are role models and inspirations of these kids so they may practice modesty and compassion. May you also protect this venue, the sound system, all technical equipment, and all materials that we will use today. We ask that you remove anything that is not from you and replace it with your kindness, love, and compassion. We ask all this in your mighty and powerful name. Amen. In the name of the of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Sports Complex here in Quezon City. This is the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Playoffs powered by TMT Play. And this is the 14 under division, and it's the game one of the quarterfinals between the Leyte Surhomes and the Imus AJAA Ballers. And now it's time to meet the starters. First from your Leyte Surhomes. Point guard, number 5, Cesar Escoto. Shooting guard, number 23, Benedict Aureliano. Small forward, number 30, Don Real Perez. Power forward, number 77, Christian Onte. And center, number 16, Francis Rosales. Head coach for the latest Surhomes 14 under, Mr. Janus Asis. And now, here are the starters from your Imus AJAA Ballers. Point guard, number 15, Dean Tria. Shooting guard, number 9, Alejandro Sanz. Small forward, number 18, Tristan Alam. Power forward, number 21, Caden Gamboa. And at center, number 26, Vincent Fernandez. Head coach for the Imus AJAA Ballers 14 under, Mr. Ronjay Enrile. Assisted by Robert Sanz, Alvin Harabe, RG Derama, Alnair Cruz, Tang Carino. Team manager, Ferdinand Jambo Litang. Team owner, Imus City Councilor Mark Anthony Villanueva, Doc Mike Versosa, and Christopher Tillman. Referees for this ball game, Ronaldo Batango, John Mahinay, Richard Borbe, and your crew chief, Nino Perez. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Playoffs, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Tip-off tayo dito sa Amoranto Sports Complex, aka Amoranto Arena for the first of 9 games na hatid sa inyo ng ating Junior MPBL. On this Friday, this is the battle between Surhomes Leyte, the 3rd seed, and ito ngang Imus AJAA Ballers, the 6th seed sa ating 14 under division. Magang umpisa dito for Surhomes with that first basket. Starting 5 muna tayo for both squads. Para sa Leyte Surhomes, Escoto, Rosales, Aureliano. We have Perez and Onde. Sa kabila naman for the AJAA bowlers, we have Sanz, Tria, Aliam, Gamboa, and Fernandez. Magang palitan dito, Ken.
Yeah, right off the bat, you saw for Leyte, Rosales, who has only played for 3 games so far, but has averaged 16 points a contest. So key addition, no, heading here into game 1 of this playoffs para dito sa Leyte. And here he is again with a putback.
Nagpapakilala nga kaagad, no? Despite 3 games lang sa elimination, playoffs na tayo dito. So kung may game na dapat maglaro ka, ito na yon. Dahil especially in this first game of the quarterfinals, this is a best of 3 by the way, sa mga hindi pa po familiar sa ating setup dito sa ating junior MPBL. This is a quarterfinals best of 3. This is game number 1 between these two teams. Magkikita pa sila ulit. And from the looks of it, walang problema maglaro ng ganito kaaga para sa mga batang to.
Oh, for sure. These kids, gusto nang talaga maglaro eh. But you can see here, for Leyte, 4 points na agad. For Rosales, 4 points din naman for Aliam. Although he missed on that layup there.
That's gonna be a matchup to watch. Itong si Aliam and Rosales as Escoto misses. But there to clean it up, guess who? Rosales once again.
6 points na agad. So, Francis Rosales. And this is the time where our coaches, wala na silang tinatago, no? Lahat ng tinatago ilang baraha, they can just unleash it out. And later on, no, we'll see ito si Anuel Caballero also has played only 3 games but has averaged close to 25 points a contest. On the other side, Sky Hazul naman for Imus coming off the bench. Although has played only 1 game, 6 points lang during that lone game that he had. Kaabang-abang dito, no? The son of RJ Hazul who is watching. He's the guy in red on the baseline. Hindi nyo nakikita. Later siguro, zoom in natin mamaya, no?
As Aliam answering this Rosales onslaught para sa Leyte with his own 7 so far para sa kanya.
So doing it inside, outside, such a handful to si Tristan Aliam.
Sanz will try from outside. That short. Trying to save the ball is Gamboa. Goal goes back to Surhomes Leyte. And you made a great point, Ken, no? Dahil these two teams, after nung elimination round, as we look at RJ Hazul, sabi mo nga, present dito sa ating Amoranto Arena, taking a picture with our fans. Siyempre, yun nga, the pedigree that we have here in terms of players and second generation na mga manlalaro. We've seen them all around. Alejandro Sanz is another player, son of Coach Robert Sanz. Mga battles niya ni RJ Hazul and Rob Sanz back in the day.
Second generation players na ito eh.
I was just going back to my point, no? Itong Leyte at Imus, after the elimination round, alam na nila na sila yung magkikita. They know they were 3. Leyte is 3. Imus was 6. Hindi na sila yung marang 7 and 8. Isipin mo pa kung sino makakalusot sa ating play-in, di ba? As we see, this is Aureliano with that basket para sa Leyte. Lamang sila ng 5 dito. So yung scouting, I guess, is really something that they could easily have done for the past couple of weeks while waiting for that play-in to finish.
At dyan napapasok, Jaime, no? Yung game plan ng both coaches. We got on the one end, Janus Ases, on the other, Coach Ronje Enrile. Although Coach Ronje was a former player, ito naman si Coach Janus Ases, no, has done a great job for Leyte, towing them to a 3rd place finish in the elimination round.
They finished that season with a 7-3 win-loss card. And going back to dun sa sinabi mo that Caballero and Rosales only played just 3 games.
Yeah.
But despite that, 7-3 yung record nitong Leyte. It just shows how deep this Surhomes Leyte squad is. And their only losses nga came from the top 2 teams of the season sa ating 14 under division in Dasmariñas and Cavite. The other lone loss, 4th place namang San Pedro.
Here is Caballero going to work immediately.
You know what to expect from this guy. Sabi mo, 3 games just played in the elimination round. But those 3 games, monster numbers dito. para kay Andwell Cabanyero. As Sands answers on the other end, still a 5-point lead for Leyte, 14-9.
And Coach Janos Asis wasting no time inserting to si Cabanyero. And ito, deadly combination to, Rosales and Cabanyero. Rosales, obviously a guy that can score inside and has the knack for going for those rebounds. While si Cabanyero naman, no, he's a 3-level scorer, can score inside, can pull up from mid-range, and can hit timely threes.
Just looking at the averages for Andwell Cabanyero in the games that he played during the elimination round, close to 25 points. It is Andwell Cabanyero as Gamboa hits underneath. Now just a 3-point lead. So Imus, no, despite the firepower that we're talking about dito kay Leyte, hindi naman nagpapahuli.
Oo naman. And mamaya, no, si Sky Azul, makikita rin natin. And I'm expecting a big game from him. Given na isang laro pa lang siya. And alam mo kasi, maliit lang din mundo ng basketball, Jaime. Magkakilala rin itong mga to. And he and Anuel Cabanyero have faced off in different leagues. So, yung matchup na yan, that's something that we should anticipate and watch out for.
You would think may gulat factor pa kasi nga isa lang yung larong nilaro nito ni Sky Azul during the elimination round. So baka wala ka pa masyadong alam about Sky Azul and the type of play that he has. Pero as you pointed out, familiar ang mga tao dito kay Sky Azul and they know what this kid can do. Ikot nila to Gamboa. Goes to Sands on the baseline. Jumper is off. Rebound battle. Leyte gets it. Pass stolen. Almost a counter steal. Takbuhan tayo dito. Alyam attacking once again. Goes to Gamboa. Jumper is short. Another opportunity para sa Imus. They lose the basketball as Cabanyero is fouled by Tria. It's the second team foul para sa Imus.
And Imus has to be careful here. Medyo wala sila sa sistema, no, in terms of them trying to execute on offense. You saw there Tristan Alyam going for that drive. And then as soon as yung depensa nag-clog in sa kanya, he had no choice but to kick out. But that's something that you don't want to do, no? Being lulled into those one-on-one situations.
Leyte naman trying to set up their offense. Zaris Cotto looking to attack. Gets fouled. Sideline inbound lamang. So we have a look at Coach Ronjay Enrile, also one of the legends in college basketball, of course, former pro. Pero Knight ni RJ Azul.
Yeah, parehong letran yan. I'm not sure if nag-aabot sila, but Ronjay Enrile winning a championship for Letran with Coach Louis Alas. Kasama nila sila Jonathan Aldave. I think Eric Rodriguez was also part of that squad.
Talagang pedigree din not just that's second generation players but also the coaches that we have here in junior MPBL. So we see Onde on the line. Bumitin and was clipped short on the first free throw. So leading by 3 is Leyte with 1:11 remaining in our first quarter.
And in their previous matchup, Jaime, no, Leyte won that one over Imus, but it was a very low-scoring game, 57-45. And ang glaring stat kasi dito, no, Imus only shot 20% overall, 13 out of 65. Including 2 out of 19 from beyond the arc. So certainly the outside shot is something that Imus kumbaga weakness nila yan eh. So it will be interesting how they will adjust, especially now na well scouted sila nitong Leyte, no. On the other hand, for Leyte naman, you've got Anuel Cabanyero back. So paano nila i-integrate ito si Cabanyero at si Rosales sa pinapakita nila? And so far, they have done a good job without those two for the majority of their games.
Damian hits his second free throw, 15-11. 4-point advantage para sa Surhomes Leyte. And yun nga, it's not gonna be for a lack of preparation for both these teams. It's been a while since they have been locked into this 3 versus 6 matchup nga. As Damian comes up with that steal. This is Caballero. Looking to drop it off. Ball is tapped outside. They will keep it on the baseline.
And if there's any indication, yung mga games natin kahapon, most of them down the wire. And especially yung last 3 games, no? In the 16 under division, the lower seeds, for the majority of their games, they were leading. But bumawi lang yung mga higher seeds. And were able to finish just like that to Damian, no? Getting that in one play.
Speaking of finish nga, Damian, despite 2 blue shirts surrounding him, able to get that power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Going back to my point, Jaime, no? Kasi pag gantong playoffs na you really throw yung win-loss record and stats out of the window, eh. And again, wow.
Salit-salit lang dito ang Surhomes Leyte. That time around, Navales getting that end one of that free throw miss. Hindi naka-box out itong AJAA Ballers, giving another opportunity and another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Fans in attendance for Leyte. And that's something that you don't want to do if you're Imus, giving up those offensive rebounds.
Sabi mo nga, yung rebounding also in their previous matchup was a challenge for Imus. Not a lot of rebounds that they were, difference, no? 57 to 48 lamang. But nevertheless, yung points in the paint likely got caused by offensive rebounds such as those that they given up. 3-pointer from the corner were missed. Coming from Argiles. Last shot time, if Leyte chooses to. Kick out to Escoto. Still 6 to work with. Punta sila kay Damian. Traveling will be whistled against their big man.
Good intention there. These 2 guys have actually carried the fort so far, Cesar Escoto and Dan Damian.
It's Navales and Hazul figuring on that loose ball battle. Imus will still keep possession with 0.9 seconds remaining. Maybe just enough for a catch and shoot situation. Benko throws it ahead.
Good pass.
Would have counted, but jumper would miss para kay Marzan. That would end our first 10 minutes of action. Surhomes Leyte with an 8-point lead against the Imus AJAA Ballers, 19 to 11. As we look at our TMT play move of the game, this was Sanz spinning in the lane, high looper, gets that basket to go. Need more of that in their attempt to come back in this 8-point deficit. That was our TMT play move of the game.
Another day of battle in this game is getting intense, mga kaliga. As per Coach Janus of Leyte, this game is all about their competitive mindset. Para iwas kampante, lalo na at sinigurado nilang kumpleto na sila ngayong araw. Nagbabalik ang kanilang key players sa sila Damian, Novales, Aureliano, Conopio at Caballero na wala sa kanilang mga nakaraang laro. Para naman sa kupunan ng Imus, susubukan nilang sabayan ang pagiging agresibo at pisikal ng Leyte. At hindi naman malabo itong mangyari, mga kaliga, dahil very high moral pa rin daw sila coming from a win on their previous game. Pero bago muna yan, mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for being the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Jaime and Ken?
Thank you. That was Andrea Veloso with that report. She'll be with us for the first few games na meron tayo dito sa ating 9 games slate today. And she talked about a couple of things, no? Itong Leyte nga, full squad na sila. So no excuses, everybody is present. na in their games in the elimination round. Yun nga, may mga butas. You talked about Rosales just playing 3 games. Andwell Cabañero just played 3 games. Right, so full attendance, full battle gear meron sila. Maybe you could argue that chemistry may not be there dahil tong whole squad na to hindi pa nakalaro ng ganong karaming games. Maybe not the same as what you can say with the Imus ballers.
But it did not show in the first quarter because they shot really well from the field, 52%. And although yung free throws, no, 1 out of 6 lang, but Leyte just doing a good job of getting inside the paint. Actually, they set the tone early. First 4 points of Rosales came underneath. And then nagtuloy-tuloy lang doon. And si Cabañero hindi pa masyadong nagpaparamdam dito. No? It's been Damian and Rosales and Aureliano who has done the damage so far for Leyte Sure Hopes.
As reported din nga by Andy, Imus would try to match the physicality and intensity that they are expecting na manggagaling dito kay Surhomes Leyte. And in that first quarter, at least, a bit of a struggle. They have full 3 quarters to try and come back into this ball game. Traveling once again will be whistled. This time, ang mapipituhan is Navales para sa Surhomes.
And the son of RJ Azul, ito si Sky. He's playing point guard duty now. If I'm not mistaken, kaka-13 lang nito. If not, baka 12 pa lang. And you could see the potential from this kid. Pero ito kasi, pag yung 14 and 12 years old, pag kinumpare mo at this stage, Jaime, kumaga yung in terms of level of development, malayo pa eh. Pero pag down the road, we'll see these guys. Ito, Cabañero, probably 2 years older than him. If they see each other down the road, perhaps in college or even in the pro ranks, dyan na magkakalaman dahil dun mo na napolish yung skills mo. And yan, that's something that down the road, talagang dapat abangan ng ating mga junior MPBL fans.
You have the first look dito sa mga players nga na to in the junior MPBL as we see Rosales picking up where he left off in that first quarter. He now has 8.
Lahat sa ilalim, no? And that's something that Imus has to adjust because points have really come easy para dito sa Leyte so far.
Sabi mo, they have been shooting poorly from the free throw line, just 1 of 6. And from the 3-point line, they're 0 of 6. So another offensive rebound. Able to convert was Rosales. Ball goes back to Imus. So lahat talaga ng puntos ng Leyte, karamihan ay galing from inside the paint. They look to address that via a timeout from Imus. Still trailing by 10, 21-11 with 7:15 left in the second.
Mga kaliga, I have here with me Assistant Coach Renchi Sanil of Leyte Sure Home. So Coach, you're up by 10 points. Paano ba natin ma-maintain itong good energy coming from the team?
Of course, we have to maintain the energy, the effort, especially defensively. And the players have to be consistent in order for us to overcome and get the first blood for this series.
Thank you so much for that, Coach. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan na batian?
Of course, I would like to thanks to our CEO, Sherwin Peter Sevilla, and also the Vice President, Ben James Iguan. And of course, the parents of the 14 under, especially the 13 players is coming from Leyte and Samar. So thank you, parents. And to our sponsors, Clomars, PSW, and shout out to Sir Lloyd Choson.
Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck po for the game. Pero bago muna yung mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na nga manalo at maglaro. Gamit lang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Hi, men, Ken.
Thank you once again, Andy, for that report. And 13 players coming from Leyte and Samar. And nasa Quezon City po tayo dito sa Manila. So really, a big thank you to the parents for allowing their kids, to fly all the way to Manila course, this is a good exposure for their kids. Pero syempre, hindi rin madali yan for parents to allow their kids to be far from home and get this basketball experience.
Actually, 16 under squad nga nila. Only fielded in 12 players last night. And kakamihan nga kasi stayed in Leyte. So, tandaan natin itong mga manlalako natin. They're not only players, they're also students. And young students at that, hindi po itong mga college students or players. So, mga kakamihan dito, senior high. Perhaps iba, junior high pa lang. So, obviously, education is top priority.
And we talk about the development of these players on the basketball court, right? As basketball players. But at this age, syempre, diyan ka rin bumubuo ng sarili mong experience, sarili mong capability in terms of school and yung knowledge outside of the basketball court as well. So props again to the parents and supporters for continuing to be behind these players, not only sa Surhomes Leyte, but throughout all these squads. Balik mula tayo ulit kay Andy for a report. Andy?
The Leyte Surhomes is ready to make a 7th consecutive win this season. As per Francis Rosales, mas kumpiyansa siya ngayon dahil nga kumpleto na ang kanilang summer key players at siguradong mas magandang teamwork daw ang maipapakita nila. Dagdag pa niya, mas magiging consistent lang sila lalo na't alam nilang babawi talaga itong Imus. Tingnan natin kung ano pa ang maipapakita ni Francis para sa Leyte sa mga susunod na quarters. Hi, Menken.
Thank you once again, Andy Veloso, for that report. And kumpleto nga itong Surhomes Leyte, and what a luxury. Dahil we saw them perform at 7-3 at the end of the season despite having an incomplete lineup. And now that you're complete, syempre, expectations also, and syempre, confidence in terms of their coaching staff at a sky high.
For sure. Lethal nga, binanggit ko, no? Itong kombinasyon ni Damian. And ito, Rosales again scoring inside. And Damian has been really carrying the scoring load as well as his teammate na si Zar Escoto. Those two have collaborated really well despite nga si Caballero and Rosales missing majority of their games.
Peregrino missed outside. Ooh. Caballero all the way. Yung talagang itong Caballero and Rosales, it's no surprise that when they are on the floor here for Leyte, huge difference. Dabante na nga ng 13 dito ang Surhomes Leyte. The AJAA Ballers, a bit of a struggle, especially in this second quarter, scoring just 1 point so far.
And they're just on a whole different level when these two guys play. Ito si Rosales and Caballero. And not to take anything away from Damian and Escoto, like we said, they've been spectacular all season long. But if these two play, papay-rapay na yung mga kupunan, lalo yung mga nasa itaas, no? They're the number 3 seed, finished behind, I believe, Cavite City.
Cavite and Dasmariñas lamang ang tinalo din sila sa elimination round, right? But sabi mo nga, the playoffs, tapo mo na ang mga numero, and the games that you saw last night proved that a lower seed can indeed pose a challenge to the higher seed despite the win-loss record that reflects after the end of elimination. As Imus comes up with a steal, Peregrino with a floater, too strong. So Imus getting these opportunities from these turnovers nga from Surhomes Leyte, just unable to convert so far in this second quarter. Navales will miss on that 3-point try, just one and done. Imus able to address that offensive rebounding na meron yung Leyte earlier in this game. Gamboa will try from the baseline, also short on that attempt.
Imus only has 1 point to show so far here in the second quarter. Actually, both teams have struggled a bit. Leyte only 6. Already, 7 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
3-pointer for Leyte goes. That's their first 3-pointer, courtesy of Sean Canopio. Arguelles will attack, will be fouled by Navales. Tamang playoff foul lang.
Immediately trying to help up itong si Arguelles. And that's what I love so far, no? I alluded to this last night with Coach Noy. Actually, lahat, I haven't seen, ang dami na nating laro, Jaime, no? Since July, we've had, 300 plus games total already. And I haven't seen, like, players na nagpang-abot, no? Meron siguro mga skirmishes, banggaan, second motion, here and there. Pero yung mga, like, full-blown brawl or ano, wala pa, no? And that's something that kudos to the players, to the coaches, to everyone in the junior MPBL, just setting a high standard, no? Giving these players not only a platform to play basketball, but develop their character, no? Show discipline, na win or lose, you play the right way. And, you know, it's nakakatuwa maging bata ngayon eh. Because dati-dati, usually, if bata ka, summer league lang yung something that you look forward to. Unless you're a varsity player, eh, makakalaro ka pag kunwari, mga varsity meet. Pero if you're like someone na hindi naman na sa scout, eh wala, summer league lang siguro. Tapos limited minutes lang.
Talagang yung platform nga na binibigay sa atin dito ng Junior MPBL. Laking bagay sa mga bata. Arguelles finally breaks the scoring drought here for Imus. The minute and 27 remaining. And they force another turnover here against Surhomes Leyte. So a bit of momentum going on the side of Imus prior to the end of this first half. Imus will call for some time with a minute and 24 left in the first half. Back to the action here, si Amoranto Sports Complex. This 14 under matchup, the Imus EJAA Ballers and Surhomes Leyte. Leyte nga has this 14-point lead so far, and chance to add to that is Cabanyero. Jaime Mendihar, kasama pa rin si Ken Pangilinan bringing you the action here sa ating TMT Play Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. And Leyte started off strong, and for what we're looking at, especially here in the second, hindi lang sila bumibitaw, talagang pinapahirapan pa nilang maka-score itong Imus.
Kanina it was 19-11 and at the end of the first, and prior to that 14-11 yung score. So itong Leyte went on a 14-1 run and now 16-3 run, no? That's why they have a 16-point lead, and they've been doing that by just pushing the pace and able to generate high percentage looks para sa kanila.
So Aliam trying to create for himself. He was that bright spot in the first quarter para sa Imus. Si Gamboa, that trickles in. Add two more. Now back to a 14-point lead para sa Leyte.
Getting the friendly bounce off that one-hander, and Imus forcing a turnover. So if you're Imus, you wanna make this a single-digit ball game heading into the half.
Malaking bagay yan to make it a bit more manageable. Baseline inbound. Nice move by Gamboa, going to the reverse. Back-to-back baskets here for Imus, getting their rhythm at the end of this second. Cabanyero once again. Dalawa na nakatao sa kanya rito. Goes baseline to the corner. Another 3-ball, and this is the second 3-pointer para kay Conopio.
Big shot, and that wasn't easy. Panopio was slightly challenged on that shot, no? But good kick-out pass by Caballero. And setting up Panopio there for that 3-point shot.
Stria called for that stepping on the sideline. Leyte naman tatawag ng timeout dito. Still leading by 15. 19.4 seconds left in the second. Shot clock is off para sa Leyte, but Caballero attacks. Damian gets the offensive rebound. Gets another and one. Power move na naman brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Pangalawang and one na to para kay Damian. Really, showing his dominance inside the paint.
And poor job by Imus. Boxing out Damian, who was in a better rebounding position. Gamboa has to make a fight for that rebounds there. He's the taller, lankier player, although giving up size, heft-wise.
Kahit sino siguro talaga mahihirapan, lalo kung marunong gumamit talaga ng katawan nitong si Damian and able to get that possession. Underneath, magkakaroon din naman ng end one opportunity itong Imus before the end of the second quarter. Once again, a power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. This is Tria getting that hoop plus the foul and converts on that bonus free throw to complete that 3-point play. Matatapos nga ang ating first half with a 36-21 scoreline in favor of Surhomes Leyte. So we have a look at our TMT play move of the game before we take a break for the half. This is Caballero missing on that shot, but Damian powering his way through against two AJAA ballers for our TMT play move of the game. Second half po sa aming pagbabalik.
sa Wagan. Kicks it out. Doliente, step back, goes up. Yes!
Just a few minutes before we resume our second half of action, we take a look at some highlights in our first two quarters. Leyte had that strong start, leading by 7 at the end of the first quarter behind the onslaught of Rosales. And then pagdating naman ng ating second quarter, it was mostly Cabanyero leading the charge. For Imus, it was a bit of a struggle from the field. Aliam started off strong para sa kanila with 7 points in the first quarter. But they need more players nga to produce in order to keep it close. This is still a 15-point lead heading to the second half.
Both teams 10 turnovers apiece in the first half. But the major difference there was Leyte was able to capitalize more on the miscues nitong Imus. 12-2 in terms of points off turnover. So that's plus 10. And then shooting much better from the field, 15 out of 35, 42% clip as compared to only 27% dahil 9 out of 33 lang itong Imus. So let's see, no? Imus certainly has their hands full, but I think if they want to come back in this ball game, they have to really try to limit itong mga looks nitong Leyte inside, because points have really come easy for them so far. And Leyte, kakamihan nga ng putos sila, no? Inside the paint.
Action about to resume between this matchup between the 3rd seed Leyte Sur Homes and the 6th seed Imus AJA Ballers for game number 1 of their quarterfinals. So this is a best of 3 sa mga hindi po nakakaalam. Magkikita pa po muli itong dalawang koponan na to. But syempre, if gusto mong importante na ikaw yung makauna to give you a bit more caution, no? May konting insurance heading into game number 2. Great start here para sa Imus. Tria coming up with that basket and the steal, attacking the hoop, gets the foul against Rosales, heading to the line for a couple. So Tria, he finished the end of the second quarter with that end one. Ganado naman to begin this third. So mukhang yung mensahe ni Coach Ron J, tumatagos dito sa mga bata to begin this third.
Coming off that halftime break with a little bit more urgency, no? Itong Imus. And that's something that they need, especially that malaki na yung kalamangan na kailangan lang habulin dito. And that second quarter is really huge baka dito sa Leyte. Like we said, no? It was 14-11 and then lamang yung Leyte down by 3 points. They were able to uncork a 14-1 run and able to take the lead as much as 16. Although Imus, nakikita natin, no? They're slowly finding their rhythm and they're able to cut this lead.
Now just 11 points, 36-25 under steal on the backcourt and another Tria basket. So Dean Simone Tria has been the weapon para sa Imus AJA Ballers. Now just a single point deficit, 36-27 here in the third. Action resumes dito sa Amoranto Sports Complex in Quezon City. Imus making it interesting with the 6-0 run to begin the third quarter. Chopping this lead now just to 9 behind itong ang si Dean Tria. scoring all of their points so far here in the third quarter.
Pinakamalaking kalamangan itong Leyte so far was 8-18. So Imus able to cut it in half and still a lot of time left. Just 1 minute gone by here in the third.
Tria muli! Make that 8 points now here in the third for Dean Tria. Another steal coming from him!
Oy!
Almost another basket. Hindi na makatawid yung Leyte dito for the first couple of minutes of action. Conopio, another three-pointer. Make that 3 3-pointers now para sa kanya. Dousing some water dito sa apoy ng Imus.
But Tria single-handedly has changed the complexion of this ball game in favor of Imus.
As Rosales comes up with that steal, his pass though deflected. Leyte would keep it. But this shows you that Imus has also that capacity na kaya nilang mag-string ng points even if it doesn't come from Tristan Alyam. Escoto attacking strong.
Ouch.
That basket goes, likely would count, but Damian, it seems, would be called for that unsportsmanlike foul. You see Tria holding on to his right foot.
Not sure what happened there. That was away from the play. Tinawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul doon si Damian.
As basket counts for Zar Escoto. And then yung atake nga niya na yun. So we are at 41-29. But couple of free throws coming up for Dean Tria on the other side due to that unsportsmanlike foul by Damian.
2 free throws for Dean Tria.
Has a chance to add to his tally. He has been the lone scorer here for the AJA Ballers, single-handedly nga, trying to bring back the Imus squad back into this ball game.
This guy only averaging 6 points a game in the elimination round. So really stepping it up here in the playoffs, Dean Tria. And yun ever since pinasok siya dito here in the third quarter, he has provided that source of energy, that hustle para dito sa Imus. And I think guys like Caden Gamboa, si Sands also need to really step up, no? Because they're also capable scorers, especially to si Caden Gamboa, has the size, the length to give Leyte a run for their money inside the paint.
This is Gamboa. Sabi mo nga lang that they need a
good
lot
pass.
more players to step up as Alyam gets his first 2 in the second half. And guess who produced that point? Half that basket credit kay Tria coming up with that assist.
And also, credit to si Alyam, no? Gathering himself, di niya minadali yung tira, able to go up strong and get that shot to go.
Another opportunity para sa Imus, may baba ang kalamangan. Sands, stepping his way through. Masyado malakas ang kanyang layup. Takbo ulit ang Leyte, but pass too strong para kay Cabanyero. Ball goes back immediately to the AJA Ballers.
Leyte can't afford to be complacent here. This is just down to 9 points. And Imus has shown the capability of racking up multiple points just like that one. Alyam again heating up here in the third.
Make that 12 points now para kay Tristan Alyam to go with Tria's 13. So we know what to expect dito kay Tristan Alyam. He has been the marquee guy for Imus. Dean Tria is a welcome surprise if you're an Imus fan. But that third scorer, especially in this type of ball game na ang daming firepower dito sa kabila. May Rosales, may Escoto, may Cabanyero. So kailangan matapatan mo din yung production na yun.
Although to si Cabanyero has been struggling so far a bit. Only 6 points for assists. And 0 of 2 at the line.
Another opportunity, magmimintes. Meantime, punta muna tayo kay Andy Veloso for a report. Andy?
Consistency and hustle. These are the keys to win today's game according to assistant coach Jumbo of Imus. He also said that compared to their first game here in the Junior MPBL, talagang mas nag-mature at mas naipapakita na ng kanyang mga players ang camaraderie sa loob ng court. Para naman kay Alejandro Sanz, susubukan niyang dagdagan pa ang kanyang production ngayong araw. Naibahagi rin niya mga kaliga na ang lucky charm niya ay ang suot niyang puting headband ngayon. Dahil suot niya ito noong nag-best player siya, kaya naman mas confident at kampante daw siya kapag suot na niya ito kada laro. Hi, men, Ken?
It's a nice story, no? May mga players talaga na ganyan eh, na may lucky charm or mga pamahiin. You had a great game, tapos ito yung kinain mo, or ito yung suot mo sapatos. You stick with it until siguro maubos yung swerte. And hopefully Alejandro Sanz will get that luck on his side with this white headband. As an offensive foul will be called here against Rosales. Second foul para sa kanya.
Right on cue, Alejandro Sanz fighting over that screen, forcing that offensive foul laban dito kay Rosales. Ito yung headband niya, yung si Cyrus Baguio nagpauso ng ganyang klaseng headband, di ba?
Showing our age, Ken. Hopefully, kilala pa ng ating mga viewers sa Junior MPBL si Cyrus Baguio. Back in his UST days, yung headband nga niya, napakalapad pa. Yung mas makapal pa than what Alejandro Sanz is wearing at the moment. Check this, ha? Imus outscoring itong Leyte 15-5 here in the third quarter. The much needed ignition na surely lacking in that first half for the Blue Shirts has been alive here in the third quarter. They come up with another stop. Alyam secures the rebound and he will run it. They have some advantage. Goes to Fernandez. Short on that, Jay. Gets another chance, getting his miss. Ayaw pa rin talaga, but they would keep it on the baseline with 14 to shoot.
Down to a 5-point lead. Kanina, it was as high as 18 points. So, Imus slowly creeping in. Pati yung percentages nila, no? Kanina, it was, what, 23%. Ngayon, shooting a little bit better, 33% now.
Drop pass to Escoto. Second try, ayaw pa rin. Caballero gets another offensive rebound.
And seemingly, itong Leyte has been really bothered by the length. Ang ganda ng ginagawa nitong Imus eh, except for that one. But mostly here in the third quarter, all they were doing was really putting their hands up. Kasi kanina, ang dali ng puntos para sa Leyte. And they were able to go inside, uncontested. But ngayon, every time sasalaksak itong Leyte, nakikita na yung mga mahahabang kamay nitong Imus. So, if you're Imus, you have to put those into good use. Like we said, to Alyam, they've got long players like Alyam, Caden Gamboa, Alejandro Sanz, even long wing and big guys that can really patrol the paint, especially defensively for them.
You alluded to it earlier, Ken, right? That most of the points of Leyte, when they made that run and built that 18-point advantage, karamihan talaga sa kanila sa puntos nila nanggaling in the shaded area and kailangang sikipan itong Imus. And when they did exactly that, plus the turnovers dito sa kabilang side, and putting on the pressure defensively, dito naman nahirapan itong Leyte. At Caballero and Rosales able to create for themselves, earning a trip for two on the line. Now just a 7-point lead for Leyte, 43-36.
Anim lang turnovers dito na Leyte as compared to only 2 laban dito sa Imus. Caballero has been silent so far. Bit of a struggle at the line, only a 7-point, but he also has 7 rebounds and 5 assists, all-around performance again for this kid.
Deciding to be a facilitator, no? Siguro for Leyte. Another offensive rebound. Makukuha dito ng Sur Holmes. Keep possession, trying to protect this 8-point advantage. Last 3 and 12 remaining sa ating third quarter, where we have found that Imus has come closer. Pull up from the key. Ayaw para kay Navales. Ball goes back. dito sa Imus and penalty na ang Leyte. That would mean 2 free throws for the AJAA Ballers.
May nahuling nanulak doon. Laban dito sa Leyte. And still a lot of time left here in the third. If you're Imus, you wanna try to go attack the paint, especially nagsastruggle din sila from the outside. Only 1 out of 11, 9% shooting from deep. But ang kagandahan kasi ng ginawa nila here in the third, they've been able to force turnovers and instantly converting them into points. 8 points off the turnovers here in the third.
Fernandez will miss on that first free throw. Caused by that penalty nga of Leyte. So that loose ball foul rewarded with 2 free throws is Imus. Second free throw, too strong naman. So empty points there for Imus. Tacking all the way to the hoop but will miss. Was Onde. Argiles on the other side. Kakapasok pa lamang. Too strong on that layup. Ball goes back to Leyte. Was just trying to check Rosales after that loose ball foul has now 3 personal fouls.
Yan yung mabigat, no? Almost a double-double so far. 12 points, 9 rebounds. In his 3 games, 16 points and almost 16 rebounds, 8 contests. But there, Sky Hazul uncontested there.
First 2 points para kay Sky Hazul.
Uy. Mukhang tinawagan ng technical foul itong head coach ng Imus, ng Leyte.
Was arguing that there should have been a foul called nung napatid daw yung kanyang player. Causing that steal and creating that opportunity nga for Imus. But part of me thinks that he's also trying to fire up his squad dahil nga Imus has made this a ball game. Now just a 6-point lead para sa Leyte.
Sky Azul missing on the technical free throw. Napakamot dahil nga nanonood yung kanyang tatay, no, na si RJ. And he said that he feels a little bit of pressure, no, with his dad watching. And sino ba naman hindi mapipressure, no? Your dad is a bona fide PBA player, played for Letran. Also played for Gilas, no? Gilas 1. Part ng Gilas 1 yan si RJ, Coach RJ.
So alam mo, hindi mo masisisi, no? Si Sky Azul for feeling a bit of pressure. Trying to, of course, play well. In this very important matchup, this is game number 1 of their quarterfinals between Leyte. And yung kanyang koponan nga itong Imus AJAA Ballers. It's made it a close one. 17-8, they have outscored itong Leyte here in the third using itong kanilang pressure defense, creating those turnovers. Leyte really struggling to get that ball past the timeline. Less than a minute remaining in our third quarter. Straight away para kay Caballero. That's off. Onde tracks it down. Saves it to the right guy. Kick it out to Rosales. He will try from outside. Won't get the bounce. Strong for that rebound is Marzan.
Good stop there by Imus. They dodge those bullets from Rosales and Caballero.
Go to Sky Azul. Almost loses the basketball. Evangelista will try. Short. Gets his own miss. Blocked on the second attempt. Pass ahead to Onde. Layup won't go. Battle for the rebound. Makukuha ni Fernandez. Will be the one to run it. Attacks. But Navales comes up with that block. And this rebound, he will be fouled by Hazul. Not hitting the penalty is Imus. So I can argue that was a good foul to stop that break. 8 seconds left sa ating third quarter. Leyte has a chance to finish this quarter with a basket.
Sayang, no? Marzan had Fernandez open on that right flank. Did see him. Instead of passing it off, decide to take it upon himself. Really got challenged up top.
Surhoms Leyte calls for some time, try to draw something up with the last 8 seconds here in the third. Eight seconds remaining for Surhoms Leyte to create something off that timeout, but Caballero and Rosales able to communicate what they wanted to execute. Imus has a chance here with 4.7 seconds remaining to inch even closer. Now just a 6-point deficit ang tinitignan nila dito.
Hindi mo yan magugustuhan if your coach Janos Asis, you tried to map out a play coming off a timeout, but instead, your team turning the ball over, and instead na last shot na kayo doon, you give up possession to Imus, a chance to cut the lead heading into the fourth quarter.
And pinasok nga dito ni Coach Ronje itong si Tristan Alyam. Exactly for this reason, he passes it off and will be fouled was Fernandez.
Again, credit itong si Venko, no? We saw that in the first quarter. He was able to pass it off to his teammate with ganyan din, no? Mas onti pa nga yung oras na nalalabi doon. Able to give his teammate a quality look, but that time around, hockey assist to Alyam, and then inside, nahanap ni Alyam si Fernandez. Still 0.5 seconds left, a chance to cut this lead.
Naman yung unselfishness din ni Alyam eh. I mean, last shot time naman na talaga. Alam mong konti na 4.7 seconds. But he knew that he had Fernandez for a higher percentage shot. Went to him. Ito nga, 2 free throws. Fernandez getting the first. 44-39 now. Just 0.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. This just might be the last possession that we have here before we head to the final 10 minutes. And if you just joined us, this is once an 18-point lead for Surhoms Leyte. The AJAA Ballers is able to claw themselves back. And this is now just a 4-point lead.
Oh!
Just might have counted if it went in, but dyan na nga mauubos ang ating oras. 44-40 at the end of the third period. Leyte still holding on to this 4-point lead. As we look at our Jinky Skin face of the game. Yan naman, talaga naman ng ating mga laro. Hindi lang magaganda. Pati ating mga fans dito sa ating Amoranto Stadium. Now we look at our TMT play move of the game. Salamat muli, TMT play for our move of the game.
Here ni Assistant Coach Elvin Harape of Imus. So Coach, unti-unti na po kayong nakakahabol. So ano pa po ba ang gusto nyo makita from your team this last quarters?
Siyempre, gusto namin makita yung pre-practice namin ng hard work, yung sa defense namin, especially yung point guard namin, hindi okay ngayon si Tria. Pero nag-step up pa rin siya. So we're looking forward for bounce back etong last quarter na sana maging maganda yung resulta namin.
Good luck po, Coach. Meron ka ba gustong pasalamatan ng patian?
Okay. Pinapasalamatan po namin si Mayor Advincula, Congressman AJ Advincula, ang Cogars Sports Academy sa Dubai, headed by Boss Del Crisologo and assistant coach Coach Ben and Coach Arnel. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck po for the game. Pero bago muna yan, mga Kliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwedeng-pwede ka na nga manalo at maglaro gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun, mga Kliga. Game responsibly. Hi, men, Ken?
Thank you once again, Andy. And it is a close one, 44-40, just 4 points separating these teams. The Imus AJAA Ballers using that third quarter to now bring this to a 4-point deficit, and Surhomes Leyte now in the back foot. Once dominated yung ating first half, played exactly the way that they imagined to begin this ball game. Pero tong Imus able to find it in themselves to find the response, and Coach Ron J rallying his kids to make this now just a 4-point ball game.
Big story in the third quarter. Leyte, first half, first 2 quarters, total of 10 turnovers. In the third quarter, siyam yung pinamigay nila doon, no? So total of 19 now. And unlike in the first half na hindi nakapag-capitalize itong Imus, ngayon, they now have 12 of those 14 points of turnovers there in the third, and making this a whole new ball game, just a 1-possession lead para dito sa Leyte.
44-42 now after that great move by Marzan. Napakagat niya nga, dalawang defenders on the other end. Pero dito naman, Escoto able to get that foul off that bump. Has a chance to earn it from the stripe. First free throw won't go. Zar Escoto nga, the elimination round has been the guy here for Surhomes Leyte. Talked about Caballero struggling offensively. Ito rin, si Zar Escoto hasn't had his usual numbers.
Hindi mo kasi sasama yung output ni Rosales and Caballero. It's this guy only, to see Zar Escoto, who's been averaging in double figures para dito sa Leyte. And pwede mo sabihin siya lang kasi si Rosales at si Caballero nga, 3 games lang yung inilaro total out of the 10 possible para dito sa Leyte. So it's been really Zar Escoto who played all 10 of those games, really holding the fort, and most of their wins, siya responsible for that because he's been the guy leading the charge para sa kanila.
As we saw on that play, Navales was fouled by Fernandez. So again, free throws coming up for Surhomes Leyte. And the second half hasn't been their best friend. They dominated the first half, building that 15-point advantage heading into the second half of action. And so far here in the fourth, free throws able to convert is Navales, 2 for 2. Back to a 4-point lead now, 46-42. Fernandez missing on that long jumper. Haven't seen Dean Tria. Ito pala, dito pala siya sa court ulit. Dean Tria was that spark na hinanap ng Imus AJA Ballers. Set the tone at the start of the third. Was nursing an injury nga kanina, holding on to his right foot. Glad to see him back in this ball game. As Argiles finishing with the left.
Alam mo na lang, kailangan na bulin dito ng Imus. And you could really sense that Leyte is feeling the pressure right now, given that they're the higher seed. They were up 18 earlier. Oh, they count the basket there para dito kay Damian.
That's Damian's third move, brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Mamuhay, kung may stat siguro kung end one place, parang nakakarami si Damian here this season I covered a few of their games, and that's been his bread and butter, no? Just has a knack for absorbing contact and that strength to go up really strong for the finish despite being hammered constantly inside the paint.
Talagang dumidikit dito ang Imus. Di nila hinahayaan ulit. Nakakabitaw itong Leyte as Caballero loses the basketball. Imus has a chance to tie or take the lead in this possession. They go to Alyam. Pulling up from the K. Ball rattles out. Under chance, Fernandez. Blocked by Rosales. Tria. Yan naman sinigurado. Tabla na tayo at 48.
Whole new ball game. And Imus once down by 18. Now have a chance to take the lead. And they do.
Dina Simon Tria. Mainit nung third quarter. Tuloy ang apoy dito sa fourth. The kid now has 20 markers. Now, Imus has the lead. 50-48. Timeout muna ang Leyte. Or no timeout has been called. That was a long buzzer. Everybody thought there was a timeout called, but just a substitution after that basket.
Di pwede mag-sub, no? Wala naman dead ball, eh.
Yep, that's exactly what our officials were sorting out. Because you would have thought it was a good time to call a timeout if you go in Leyte dahil talagang ratsyada rito ang Imus.
Probably they're trying to preserve their timeouts because they already asked for one in the third. No? So dalawa na lang timeout sila. No? And still a lot of time left. And dito napapasok yung trust ng coaches sa players. No? How they will execute amidst this adversity they're facing.
Azul will try from outside. That would miss. We're tied at 50 with 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Caballero may ipit. He goes to Canopio. He has hit 3 3-pointers. Goes back to Caballero to Escoto. He will try from 3. Won't get the bounce. Rebound battle. Another offensive rebound here para sa Surhomes Leyte. They go to Damian, but look at the fight of Tristan Alyam foiling that pass. 11 to shoot na lamang para sa Surhomes.
And Leyte has really succumbed to the pace itong Imus here in the second half, no? Kanina, it was them just executing really well. Able to find the open man inside. Pero ngayon, dahil nga sa pressure defense na pinapakita itong Imus, they're being forced into rush shots and going for those one-on-one plays.
Fernandez will be called for that foul, his third personal. And that's pretty much all you can do pag nakuha na ni Damian yung bola na yan sa loob. Trying to stop this big man from Leyte. Really a tough task for anybody here in the 14 under division.
Kagandahan kasi dito kay Damian. Bukod sa malaki, pag nauha niya yung bola, it's really hard for the defender to take that ball away from him. He just has a knack or grip for that ball, no? Solid hands.
Fortunately, missing on both his free throws. Still tied at 50. Fernandez from the corner. That's too strong. Argiles battling for that rebound. Bit of a hard fall. Nice to see him back on his feet immediately. The loose ball foul will be called here against Leyte. Fernandez with that miss. And, we're not catching it here just yet. But for Argiles, went high for that rebound. Trying to box out was Conopio. But yun nga. Nasabitan nito si Argiles. One thing to note din dito, Ken, with the 6 and 12 remaining here in our ball game, Imus is already at the limit.
That's something that Leyte could take advantage of.
Azul and Gamboa with the miss. Escoto ahead of the pack, trying to be chased by Fernandez. He wins that foot race. Back to a 2-point lead para sa Surhomes Leyte.
Escoto, as soon as he saw his teammate securing the defensive rebound, leaked out. And again, here he is. Although di siya nakita doon, Damian.
Chance to extend this lead once again para sa Leyte. Conopio for another 3. That rims out.
Good look, just couldn't get it to fall. And Canopio already has 3 3-pointers in this game.
Traveling will be whistled here against Tristan Alyam. Yeah, you can argue that they dodged the bullet there, leaving Canopio open. Nakatatlo na nga itong batang to.
And on the other end, Tristan Alyam, that momentary hesitation forced him into a turnover there.
This is just the first of 9 quarterfinal games natin dito sa ating TMT Play Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Jaime Mender kasama pa rin si Ken Pangilinan, giving you the action live mula dito sa Amoranto Sports Complex in Quezon City. We thank you for joining us early this Friday morning kung saan man kayo po nanonood, Facebook, YouTube, or Signal MPTV. Hope you're enjoying the action. We know we are. This is just now a 2-point lead para sa Leyte. Was once an 18-point advantage para sa kanila. Sands blocked inside by Rosales. He leads the break, goes to Escoto. Dips that basket. Alyam with a foul. Beautiful finish from Zar Escoto for a power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
First, top block by Rosales. Then gets the rebound. Siya na rin nagbaba. And then that timely pass to Escoto. And absorbs contact, gets 2 plus a foul.
Naman yung luxury, no? Na yung Rosales, siya na yung parang big mo. Got the block. Got that rebound off that block. Siya na rin nagtakbo. As Damian gets another opportunity. Again, parang medyo paulit-ulit na tayo dito dahil si Damian, talagang pag nasa loob na siya ng paint, nakuha niya yung rebound, walang no choice ka na eh. Talagang papaulin mo na lang siya eh.
Damian parang may magnet eh. Already has 4 offensive rebounds, 8 total. Go along with 8 points. And what really has kept Leyte in this ball game so far, or actually what made them keep Imus at bay so far, has been the offensive rebounds. No? That's already 27 offensive rebounds, giving them second chance opportunities. And as a result, Jaime, ito lamang pa rin sila dito by 5 after Imus led briefly here in the fourth quarter.
Kung titignan mo yung turnovers nga natin dito, mas marami pa yung Leyte eh. If you just look at the turnovers alone, you would think that Imus has the advantage dahil 22 turnovers na nga itong Leyte. But those offensive rebounds that you've pointed out, 27 big ones, it's given them an opportunity to protect. Now, back to a 6-point lead. So briefly, Imus was able to take that lead 50-48, but this 8-0 blast naman, hatid sa atin ng Sur Homes Leyte. Able to get that response with 4:40 left. Masusubukan ulit kung mapoprotektahan nila itong kalamangan. Too deep for Canopio. Alyam will attack. Kicks it out. 3-pointer will be released. That's off. Para kay Argiles. Scotto picks up his dribble. Finds Damian. Have about a second to cross. Just in the nick of time. Caballero driving baseline. Passes it off to Canopio. 8 to shoot for the white shirt. Stepping back. Short on that, Jay Damian. Another offensive rebound, but will lose that basketball to Alyam.
Lucky break for Imus. Again, not able to box out to si Damian. And that's a mental lapse coming from Imus. Alyam, his feet not set beyond half court and asking to be subbed out here.
Tristan Alyam nga, couple of turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Maybe he does need that break. Talaga namang he's been trying to be that workhorse here for the AJAA Ballers. Sure, that would just be a quick breather as Fernandez replaces him.
Siya na nga mismo humiling na magpasab eh. And still a lot of time left. Expect him to come back, have a brief rest.
Si Rosales naman ang matatawagan dito ng traveling. Turning the ball back over to Imus. So window still open here for the AJAA Ballers. They have shown that they could come back from 18 points in fact. Oh, 6 ang kailangan nilang habulin. But they have to do it with Alyam on the bench. Fernandez Ikot nila to Tria. 3-pointer is short. Tria has been their hero here in game number 1 of the quarterfinals.
Medyo nanlamig na nga lang dito in the fourth.
Gets the board. Nice look ahead to Marzan. Faked his defender, unable to finish. Scotto loses the basketball to Argiles, and loose ball foul will be whistled against him. 2 free throws coming up para sa Leyte.
And not good if you're Imus, unable to convert on the offensive end. Then 90 feet away from the basket, you give up that foul. Free throws na naman para dito sa Leyte. Although they haven't been shooting well from that area, only 44%. They have had a lot of attempts, especially ito si Caballero, no? We're expecting him to be a decent free throw shooter, although he knocked down that first, but so far only 4 out of 7. But has 8 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists.
Talagang all-around game nga ang binibigay sa atin dito ni Anduel Caballero. Off the behind the backboard. Almost made that basket, was Damian. At ball goes back to Imus, staring at the 7-point deficit with less than 3 minutes left in this ball game.
Try to get inside if you're Imus. You're not a good 3-point shooting team, but if you're able to move that ball and find an open teammate inside, that could do wonders.
Tria inside. Marzan, it's a nice fake. Getting Escoto off his feet. Getting that foul. He will head to the line for a couple. A chance to bring this lead down to 5. Mga natamaan pa to si Zar Escoto. Matibay naman itong mga batang to. We always see, most of the time, pinapagpag lang. So have another look. Tria, missing on that floater inside. Tamang head fake lang. Napakagat nga itong si Escoto.
Good composure there coming from Marzan. But needs to knock down these 2 free throws.
Wonder if it's related to June Marzan.
No? Si June Marzan, no? Played for the Shell Turbochargers in the PBA alongside Papa Bear, Coach Benji Paras.
Again, showing our age. Nakilala ulit nila si June Marzan. 2 for 2. 57-52 now. A substitution. As expected, Tristan Alyam with that quick breather. Hopefully, he has gathered himself. Some turnovers nga. Unforced ones. Has committed here in the fourth. Talagang inaasahan to si Tristan Alyam para sa AJA Ballers. Caballero. May ipit dito. Goes to Rosales. Back to Caballero. He pulls up. Jumper too strong. Pass ahead to Argiles. Has Escoto to beat. Loses it to Fernandez. Off the glass. Ayaw. The push.
Ay, sayang. Ganda sana nung Hesi dun eh. Fernandez was able to freeze his defender. Kaya lang hindi siya naka-convert. And then to make matters worse, again, they gave up a foul.
Penalty na nga dito ang Imus for quite some time now. And thus, free throws para kay Conopio. Leyte, on the other hand, just has 3 team fouls. Still a foul to give. That'd be important para sa kanila if we head into an end game na talagang dikitan. But Conopio has a chance to give a bit more breathing room here for Surhomes Leyte. Gets the first to go. 58-52.
Also now in double figures with 10. Knocked down 3 3-pointers. Actually, all of their threes coming from this guy.
A designated shooter talaga. And showing that touch from the charity stripe. Hitting 2. Now a 3-possession ball game. 59-52. JA Ballers have a little over 2 minutes to make another comeback. Rotated. Alyam attacking the hoop, gets the bump. Not the finish. Sands, ayaw ang kanyang tira. Fernandez will try. Blocked by Surhomes Leyte.
Rosales just putting his hands off and getting a piece of that one. Good, solid defense without fouling there.
They do lose the basketball. Turnover para sa Leyte. Babalik ang bola dito sa Imus. Another opportunity to bring this lead down.
No need for a free. If you're the AJAA ballers, a lot of time left. Just need a quality look.
They bring back Azul. Goes to Tria. Azul on the corner. Being checked by Damian. Takes it out to Alyam. Ikot nila kay Sands for 3. Too strong. Rebound by Rosales. Escapes 3 defenders. Still keeps it. Takes it all the way with a left.
And with his defender on his hip, Rosales able to regain composure there, going up strong and using his offhand.
Now a 9-point lead for Surhomes Leyte. Magbabalik po with more junior MPBL. Imus AJAA Ballers staring at this 9-point deficit. They have a minute and 14 to try and mount another comeback. They were able to take the lead briefly nga, Ken, 50-48. But since then, Leyte able to make their own run and now has built a 9-point advantage.
It was Damian, also Rosales, and Escoto doing damage para dito sa Leyte Surhomes.
Ito ngang si Francis Brent Rosales with this monster double-double and right at his average, 16 points to go with 15 rebounds and 4 dimes for good measure.
Grabe, no?
Monster numbers para sa kanya. Goes to Sands inside. Will miss, but Fernandez cleans it up. That brings the lead down to 7, 61-54. So expect the AJA Ballers to put even more pressure. Force another turnover, get another possession. So this is just the first meeting for both squads. Game number 1 of their quarterfinals matchup. 3rd seed nga po itong Surhomes Leyte, and the 6th seed are the Imus AJA Ballers. There still would be another game between these two.
Dami pang oras for Imus. Just get a good stop here.
Cabanyero nga ang may ipit dito. Goes to the corner to Rosales. Trying to kick it out to Conopio. Ball is tapped outside. 8 seconds to shoot here for Surhomes Leyte. Last 43.7 seconds remaining in our ball game. So the Imus AJA Ballers looking for a stop.
Watch out for Cabanyero coming off a pick to receive the ball.
Cabanyero gets it. It's 5 to work with. Uses the Escoto screen, pulls up from way downtown, that's short. Alyam goes to Tria. They have to score here. Argiles, baseline drive, foul will be given up, and that is the foul to give para sa Leyte. That puts them at the limit. But no free throws just yet para sa Imus.
Kailangan pumuntos dito ng Imus. Time not on their side. 25.6 seconds left.
Baseline inbound here for the AJA Ballers. Tria goes inside to Alyam. Missing inside. Second opportunity will be converted. 61-56 now. 5-point lead para sa Surhomes Leyte. Escoto throws it ahead to Damian. Almost loses it. Tuluyan na nga maaagaw. Fernandez passes ahead to Aliam. Against Escoto. Gets the bump and the finish. Tristan Aliam bringing this lead down to just 3. Plus a chance to make it just a 2-point ball game. Giving us this power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Things just got interesting, Ken. Tristan Aliam, after that turnover nga from Leyte, able to take advantage.
Needs to convert on this free throw. 10.5 seconds left. Force a steal. If not, quick foul. Hope that magmintis at the line itong Leyte.
61 to 59. Surhomes Leyte still trying to protect this 2-point lead. Back with the last 10.5 seconds of this matchup between Surhomes Leyte and the Imus AJAA Ballers. Now just a 2-point lead para sa Leyte, but they do have possession. And off that timeout, trying to draw up the safest way to get this ball inbound. Want to avoid any turnover against Imus. They go to Caballero. Argiles trying to give up that foul. They are in the penalty. So about 3 seconds ang nabawas sa ating game clock. 6.7 seconds remaining. Caballero would have a chance to put this game away with 2 conversions.
So coming off a down screen, Caballero momentarily freeing himself up. Receiving that pass to si Arguelles. Trying for that steal, pero nung nakita niya, wala. Ito, finaul na niya. Ito si Caballero. And hindi to sigurado, no, Caballero. So far, only 4 out of 8 from the line.
And this would be the biggest free throws in this ball game. Able to kind of cap this performance of Surhomes Leyte. First free throw, rattles in. Tamang shooter's bounce lang. As the Leyte crowd trying to egg on their boys. So medyo may konting bawas sa pressure dahil yung una, yung kailangang talagang ma-shoot nito ni Caballero. Short on the second though, but another offensive rebound. Oh, steal by Aliam from behind. They have a second remaining. So foul will be called against. Let's see, there was still a call. However, time did run out. Final buzzer sounded.
Final score is 62 to 59.
And I think that would be the end of this ball game. 62 to 59. Leyte will hold on to get this 3-point victory. 62 to 59. It wasn't without drama in the final minute. After leading by 9 with almost 2 minutes, 7-0 run from Imus, making it interesting as we have a look at our TMT play move off the game. Ito nga, yung end one. Nizar Escoto off that pass from Rosales. Stop the run from Imus. And yeah, doon na. Hindi na sila lumingon after that. After giving up the lead. Took it back. Able to sustain it. Secures the victory. And sila nga makakauna dito in this best of 3 matchup between them and the AJA Ballers. Final thoughts on this matchup, Ken?
No, biggest lead, no? Leyte, 18 points. Nakahabol nga tong Imus, no? Able to lead briefly in the fourth quarter, but Leyte just pushing the right buttons and able to come out with this huge win and now up 1-0 in this best of 3 series.
Meantime, punta muna tayo kay Andy Veloso, who is with our TMT Play Best Player of the Game.
Mga kaliga, our TMT Play Best Player of the Game, Francis Brent Rosales from the 14 under Leyte Sure Homes, finishing with a double-double, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 5 blocks. So congratulations. Congratulations on that performance, Francis. Ano ba sa tingin mo yung nakatulong sa'yo at sa team mo para makuha itong panalo na to?
Nakatulong sa nakuha namin itong panalo ay yung depensa namin, tsaka yung teamwork at mindset na ginawa namin dito. Tsaka nagpasalamat kami kay Coach Janos Asis na pang-coach niya dito. Maraming salamat sa kanya, Coach.
And thank you so much for that and congratulations. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o batian, Francis?
Salamat pala sa nanood dyan, pamilya ko. Tapos yan, sa barangay ko din. Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much and congratulations again to Francis Brent Rosales and to the 14 under Leyte Sure Homes. Balik sa inyo, Jaime and Ken.
Thank you, Andy. That was Francis Rosales, our TMT Play Best Player of the Game. A monster double-double for their main man, 16 and 15, to go with 4 assists. And they didn't just do it on the offensive end, coming up with those big blocks then on the defensive side.
And you see here, Imus trying to come back, but unfortunately coming up short. Leyte just too much, especially with Francis Rosales and Anduel Caballero back in the fold for them.
That's just game number 1 nga between these two teams. And speaking of game number 1, coming right up is the 14 under matchup between Las Piñas and Cavite City Aces Solar. Magbabalik po kami ni Ken Pangilinan in just a bit for more Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.